Rubber Ducky YouTube channel. Today we're playing some Farm Simulator 2019. This is the Platinum Edition, so I have like the Colossus expansion packs. But I started the stream, well, about 2 minutes late, but that's alright. Who's counting? No one here yet anyway. But I'm gonna wait for some people to join in here before we get things going here too much. Hopefully everyone has their bell notifications on. But just like last episode, I'm going to come up here and let people know things are going to be happening. This is going to be an easier format for me to follow because, as you know, I'm playing on PS4, so it's very, very difficult to upload videos straight off of the PS4 to YouTube. So spammed a bunch of people with links already, so hopefully, and watch. But while we're waiting, what I'm going to do is clean up after the cows, because going into the menu here, they need cleaned, they should be good with water and stuff for now. Their health is good, the chickens are good still. They need their milk drained and they need their manure scooped. So we get our Colossus tractor. This is part of the expansion pack I was talking about. Now this silage that the cows spill out, I sell it because silage is pretty valuable, and this is kind of going to lead into our topic for today, which is going to be making silage and planning for a huge grass and silage harvest. Alright, we got 2 people in here now, so if you can hear me, if you don't mind dropping a comment, let me know, give me a good 10-4 good buddy or something. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright, someone's typing. It says comments are turned off. Oh, this sucks. Let's go into settings here. Only microphone audio is being broadcast, that's alright. Sharing broadcast settings. Alright, well this is not going well. Alright, so we got 3 people on the air now. What I'm going to do is go on to my YouTube settings quick. on my laptop, and I think what the issue is my YouTube wants to be child friendly, and that turns your comments off and really screws you up. So I'm gonna log in here quick while people are still trying to watch and see if we can change that. Thanks, Brian. Alright, YouTube. This is really stupid. YouTube's throwing a wrench in all my plans here. But as you guys are waiting for me to figure this out real quick, it'll only take a second, hopefully. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification, because I'm probably going to do a lot more streaming now that I'm on quarantine. And I can't really leave the house, and really don't want to leave the house. So, your channel. Huh. Customize channel. Oh, it says I'm live now. Okay. I click on that. Edit video. Is this made for kids? No, this is not made for kids. Alright, can you guys comment now? Let's try this one more time. At least you guys can hear me. That's a good start, because usually everything I try and do turns into a freaking fire match. Alright. Dashboard. There we go. It is so made for kids. You know what? That's very rude, and I do not appreciate your comment, but I will accept it since only 4 people are watching, which is 3 more than what I had yesterday. So, you win some, you lose some. Alright, well, let's get this going. Hopefully, things keep going kind of smooth, and Atlantic broadband internet don't just suck. I have no idea what it is about. All I heard was it is made for kids. Well, YouTube, well, Kern, you probably know this already, but YouTube starts this new thing now where your videos have to be compliant for kids, and you have to manually select, like, if it defaults to made for kids, then it turns your comments off to, I guess, protect kids, which I don't know why people would like kids anyway. Kids suck. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't sue me. Alright, we lost one person. Probably make a guess who that was. But today, like I said earlier, we are going to be focusing on silage. Silage is very, very valuable. So what we're going to do, here is hop in the tractor, my John Deere tractor, and we are going to head on over to my fields I just bought. I just bought some pretty big fields, and there's a pole there. I just ran right into the pole. This is why you don't text and drive, kids. But I bought 3 huge fields, and if you go back to season 1 of the Rubber Ducky and watch all those episodes, you'll see these fields again and how I use them in a different way. Yes, this is a tractor. Come at me, bro. Bruh. That's enough. That's enough out of you. I mean, if you want to keep commenting, that kind of helps boost my posts or my video. Shows engagement. And if you have some friends, you should send the link to them so they can enjoy the rubber ducky. What I'm doing right now is just I'm moving this cedar out of the way because I'm going to plow this whole area so it's nice and flat. And all these bushes are gone because no one likes bushes. So you can see I made these fields and I plowed them up already. Or the edge here, and this is what we're going to do for this whole area. And I can show you the map here. Now, this is the annoying part of Farm Simulator. It makes you save your content like every freaking 15 minutes. But you can see I bought fields 12, 13, and 6. And we're going to go around and plow this whole area. So you can see this is going to be my loop. That was a little inappropriate. Okay, we're gonna just get out of this menu. Andrew Pasco, no friends. Well, you got a friend in me. I don't know if that's valuable to you, but it is what it is. This is the Donnie Baker of tractors. The big bud is the Kent Murphy. Well, the case is the Donnie Baker. Yeah, season 3 is going to be epic. I finally found some farming friends. They actually bought the games right before the stream. I don't know if it's because they felt bad for me or what. Alright, we have the plow down and we are going to set our camera angle up and take off. You gone. As you can see up in the top left corner, you see the little tractor symbol. When I press triangle, it switches between the tractor and my implement. So you can, if you had questions on how to switch things up. But we're farming. This is all gonna be grass. I have my cedar up here, and we are going to be planting grass. They felt bad, no doubt. Well, if you feel bad too, why don't you buy a PlayStation? I'll add you eventually as a friend. I gotta watch because I don't want to give too many people clout. But anyone have any questions about the game that I could answer for them? Who turned the sun off? Well, I can tell you he's going to turn it back on here. Alright, where's the stupid menu? There it is. Shibuya. You know what? Here, we're going to do this the easy way. Surprised I know what the word clout means. Yeah, I do. So, buzz off. Alright, where's my... In the F550 or 450, whatever it is. See this nice flatbed, got a little mud on it. But we're gonna turn the sun back on. So you might see the game lose some frames here in a second, but it's all natural. So we're gonna sleep till, I don't know, 12 hours because I like sleep. There we go. Now it does have to synchronize here which takes a second, so bear with me. Alright. Trying to get screen to go sideways pre-recorded isn't live for me. Try now. Some people were watching the stream, but they must have got booted off when I messed around with the settings. Andrew Pasco figured it out. Huh, okay, sick. Alan Mackey, still at the trailer park. Sick. Alright, now the lights are on. There we go. This is a nice little truck here. I use this. This is my work truck. This is what I use for pretty much all my medium to, I don't know, medium to maybe a little heavy pulling. It's a good truck. You see the modders try going for like a 4 doors with like a GMC front end a little bit. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna bump around and find my case tractor rather than run the whole ways over to it. There it is. There we go, and we're off. This is one thing I do like a lot about Farm Simulator. It lets you be very realistic. So like if I wanted to maximize my property, I can get a plow and expand my fields. So they added that aspect to the game. I would like to see the game allow disc furrows to act the same as plows, because you don't always need to dig through the dirt. Sometimes you just need to flip the top. So it'd be a little nice to see that realism be there. Andrew Pasco. Nope, still here. Sick. Mackey's a troll. Yes, you're the troll. He's a red-headed troll that might live under a bridge. You never know. Alright, we lost 2 viewers. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully they subscribe to the channel so whenever I go live again, they can view. But this is the plan. I'm going to come down here one more time, then we're going to switch directions, plowing. I just want to get away from the road, and as you can see, like those patches of grass that didn't get plowed, that is there because of the plow turn, and there's like hills and dips there. And this game is being very realistic in that aspect. So which I'm fine with it. I mean, I won't lose a lot of grass in that. If you're just tuning in again here, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification so whenever I'm posting videos and going live, I just totally destroyed that sign. Lower, allow. There we go. Alright, what we got going on here? Why is this thing being stupid? Alright. Alright, I need to flip this plow. Turn plow square. So I want that bar to be right on here. Bag it up, bag it up, bag it up, bag it up. Alright. Allow to create fields. L1 circle to drop that plow. And we're plowing, boys and girls and whoever else is in here. And we're on our way back up. I have a new follower, Hayden Farm Boy. Thanks for following, Hayden. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification because I'm going to be doing a lot more of these live streams. And I mean, they're going to be something to check out. I'm not going to promise too much because, as you can see, right now we're just plowing fields. But if you have any questions I could help you answer, let me know. Yeah, this game would be awesome too if you had some buddies to get on and play. Because you can have one person plowing, you have one person following seeding, and one dude driving a truck. Or have other guys plowing. As I said before too, this is the Donnie Baker tractors. We're pushing 650 horsepower out of this thing, which is insane. I had a John Deere that only had 450 pulling this plow before and it sucked. I was only going probably 2 miles an hour, now I'm going 7. Which this gets me pretty pumped. Driving the tractor. Nate Smith. I've been trying to get this thing to work for like 10 minutes, buddy. Yeah, buddy, I'm happy that you got in here. Make sure you hit that like button, show that support, and hit that bell notification and subscribe so you know next time I'm posting a video. Now, I would hire a worker to plow this field, which I can. Maybe I'll do that once I get this strip done. I'll have a worker go through and plow this field, and then all I gotta do is come back through and touch it up. We got some other business to take care of. I gotta go pick up my semi truck. I got my semi truck repainted from the last episode to probably my favorite color. Which I'm sure none of you guys can guess at. And you need to prepare to start seeding this field. So I just want to get this worker away from the road because the workers aren't very bright. And I'm going to trust him driving a $500,000 piece of machinery, which, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you're colorblind, you don't have a favorite color. False. I have colorblind mode on, so checkmate. But yes, I do struggle with colors. It's very, very difficult sometimes. You don't have to come at me like that. But we have a lot of land to cover. This is going to be a long day. Good thing we got a good early start, 8:30 brisk, bright and early. Santa's coming. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go bring this tractor, I'm going to cut across. I know it's going to ruin the symmetry of the field and how we're working here, but I want to bring this tractor up and have a worker come through and plow this field for me. So now I'm going to hire my worker, just press circle, and he's going to go to town. I'm just going to get out of his way and let him run. But you can see this ground's going to be nice and soft. You see that we have some good dirt, not a lot of rocks, it's small rock, but nothing that'll ruin our grass. And you'll see what we got to do probably in a future episode, because we're not going to get grass growing today. Might get it seeded, but that's about it. But I got to come down here to the dealership. I dropped my truck off and they should have all the seed loaded already. You know, I'm just going to park like a boss. Here we go. There we go. I bought 10 big bags of seed. It cost me probably $12,000. And I got my truck repainted. A nice purple. But we're going to head up there and get things ready so we can seed. Alright. Hopefully this guy stays on my way. Actually, I didn't make sure things were strapped down. We don't want any seed bags going off and hitting someone and this turns into GTA. Oh, whatever. I don't know why I got a honk the horn at me. Man, 4 views. That's 3 more than I had yesterday. This is incredible. Pumped. Alright, so I'm just gonna pull the semi over here in the bushes and turn the truck off. And you know what? We're gonna go and I'm gonna order another tractor. Get this over with. Because this is gonna take forever. You know what? We're buying Kent Murphy. We need Donnie Baker and Kent Murphy on the same field. $429,000, you know that's nothing. You know what? I'm gonna buy 2 of them. We're gonna get Kent Murphy and I don't know, one of his many girlfriends to come do this one. This one is going to 10.5. This will do. I need 2 of these. There we go. We got some tractors. How about that? 'Cause I ain't farting around with this game. We're gonna just hook up and go. I don't know why I thought I could do that with 1 tractor. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my goodness. Shampoo is better. I don't get it. Never heard of her. Stop looking at me, Swan. Alright, well I just played myself here, so I'm gonna sell these tractors because I'm stupid. Sell. Oh, I need that tractor. We're gonna go back over here. I'm just gonna buy 2 more case tractors. And we should be good. Because they're probably the most powerful one I can get. Oh, Billy Madison. Oh, quit looking at me, Swan. I was wrong. This is 692 horsepower. Conditioner is better. It makes the hair silky or smooth. The only thing I can think of when I hear silky smooth is Joe Dirt. Devotion? Or when he's down the pit. She thinks my tractor's sexy. Yeah, I tell myself that all the time, dude. And then, here, and now you get some, turn it up some. She's always staring at me. Oh, we're chugging along in our case. We're just gonna cut up here. And we are going to hire a worker. And we're gonna let this run here. Alright, why ain't my worker moving? It's being stupid. There we go. Alright, cool. So we got that going. Now we just need to find our other tractor. There it is. Turn this one on. So now we're going to have probably, oh, I don't know, about $2 or $3 million worth of equipment working on one field, or the efforts towards making one great big field. We're going to make fields great again, and once we get them great, we're going to keep them great. I might buy one more case and plow while these guys are doing, and there's actually girl farmers too somewhere in here. While they're doing the fields, I'm gonna go through and do the parts that they won't be able to get, the parts where you actually need to create the field. So like this road's gonna be gone. Maybe whenever I go and get my buddies to play, I can show them how to make silage by cutting grass. That'll be a good test trial. See how bad things go. Alright, they're putting this plow out. Alright, that should be good to go. Go back to the garage. We're going to probably spend about literally $3 million, if not more, on tractors. Yeah, we're actually going to mix it up, I think. If I can get... Nah, I ain't big enough horsepower. This case is a mod, so if you wanted to play, this would be a good mod to get. It really helps to farm out, especially with these bigger implements. She thinks tractor's sexy. She probably does. Better turn my light. Oh, yeah, I better turn my lights off so I don't get a dead battery. There we go. Another $600-some thousand and 2 pieces of equipment. Man, only 2 people left in the stream. That went downhill quick. That's alright though. We had a PB today, personal best. I'm just gonna send it. See? How many minutes is left in your downloads? So I'm gonna go here, 23, that's not bad. Unfold this. A lot of create fields, and we're gonna lower 29. Alright. Well, maybe we can get on and start a farm together here in a little bit. And then that way when we do get on and play, we can just have it already created. And figure out what tractors you guys want to use so we can get the mods together. I can show you how to do that. And prepare for season 3 of the Rubber Ducky. I'm sorry, the Rubber Ducky. Misquoted my own name. It's a shame. You can see this field here is probably a third of the way done. That field's not even close. And this bottom field is probably halfway done, maybe. I don't know. You got the platinum version. Cool. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, the platinum version is worth it because you'll get like all these tractors here, the large cloths here. There it is, right here. These 2 tractors are really nice. You'll get those. You'll get this telehandler, which is super nice. I have right now the front wheel loader right here. These 2. I should have bought the small one, but I bought the bigger one. But it's honestly worth a couple extra bucks. Alright, well these 2 guys down here are doing good. The fields look good. Hopefully nothing stupid happens. These tractors like this that have a center pivot are probably one of the harder ones to drive. Because especially with these implements, you make one small adjustment and everything goes haywire. These graphics are phenomenal. But yeah, probably, hopefully by the end of this episode we can have these fields done and ready to go. And be able to seed. But I only have 1 seeder. It's not going to take long to seed because I think I can go at 12 miles an hour or 13 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. And I'm going to have to seed it because the drivers won't be able to figure out where the fields are. As you can see, this is a huge area. This is some serious acreage. I'm going to be spending a fortune here with paying workers, but hey, it's worth it. Is there anything specific you guys want to see right now that I could bump over to? Within reason, I guess. No? Okay. This should be streaming also in 1080p, so the quality should be pretty good. I'm always a little worried about the audio because of using the crappy stock PlayStation mic. Is this my best tractor? This is a really good tractor. It's not my favorite, but in terms of horsepower, this is upper. This has 692 horsepower. The only other question I'd have in comparison to horsepower is like this class only I think has like 500 some horsepower, but like these Fendt, I don't use these. Like 646 horsepower, like that's a crap ton of horsepower. Which I'm sure it's a good tractor, but I just don't really use these. Because I'm a John Deere and Case fan, mostly John Deere. But even New Hollands are nice. They're a good tractor. But really starting out, I use, like my favorite tractor in the game right now. I hit the wrong freaking button. You gotta save your content. The worst part about the game, but my favorite tractor right now, and I'd say my best tractor because how versatile it is, are the 6M series. I have one tractor that's in like the stock horsepower, so it's 142 horsepower, but I have front weights so I can pull it and not bounce around. With these tires, I have wheel weights on them though. With wheel weights right here with this exact setup, and I also have one like this, but I have the bumped up horsepower, so the 155M, it has 164 horsepower, which a lot of the duties I have tractors for, those can do, and I really enjoy using those tractors, and they're simple to use, they're easy to drive, and they just work. So in saying that, I'd say those John Deeres are my best tractors. But that's not saying, and that's a little bit biased of an answer, because I do, I guess, have brand loyalty. I like the John Deere stuff. But it's really all what you're doing. Because like this case is a pain in the butt to drive around in tight areas. So like my field, I didn't show it yet on the channel, but man, my plow was drunk. But like, yeah, I had to buy a case to pull the plow, but I could have used my old John Deere, my 8R, which has like 400 horsepower, which is a really good tractor. But I just have to attempt to tackle the project and the issue a little bit different, because it doesn't have brute force, but the John Deeres were easier to drive around the tight fields, when this tractor pushes the plow everywhere if you do any turning. I can give a quick progress check. Flip through the menus, and you can also do like other jobs here if you guys just want to kind of learn how to play the game a little bit more. Check our progress on our plowing. Where's our, there it is, plowed. You can see field 12 is probably about halfway done. Field 6 is probably a third. 13 is going to take a while. Probably when 12 is done, I'll put that tractor on field 13 and then go from there. But as you can see, if you have the, well, this kind of goes to my last statement too, if you have the right equipment for the job, things go a lot smoother. That even goes for like your pickup trucks and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm going to call it F450 because I think it looks more like a Ford than it does a Chevy or GMC. And Dodge doesn't even make pickup trucks, to my knowledge. They suck. But if I try and pull that semi-trailer with my 450, or like a heavy equipment trailer with my 450, it's going to get pushed around and probably flip. But if I use my semi or like the correct trailer, then I'm alright. And once you start playing, you said you got the Platinum Pack, right away you're going to like the tractors in the Platinum Pack, guaranteed. But you just have to kind of dig around and find what you like and what kind of farming you want to do. So hopefully I answered your question a little bit for you. But typically I like doing some smaller scale farming. Deal with animals a little bit more. You get those automatically. They will be in the game automatically, but you will have to purchase them. And if you go back, I think episode 8 of my season 1 series, you'll see I have a video called Passive Income, and I go over passive income in Farm Simulator and how to get money pretty easily. And you can see I have $155 million. Yeah, I can get that pretty quick in Farm Simulator if I knowing now what I know with crops and using mods to your advantage. But you'll have them in the game automatically, but you'll have to purchase them like with your in-game money. But there's other like methods to starting out in your Farm Simulator career. A lot of times, like the best tip I can give to someone starting out, like in their first gameplay, and if they don't want to use mods or like cheat codes, is to find a field that needs harvested right away and buy a harvester and some sort of truck and trailer combination. Then you can go in and pretty much still hit someone's crops. It's kind of messed. It's actually very messed up. Go and steal their crops and sell them. Because in different game modes, you'll start out with different amounts of money. Some game modes more than others, but typically it'll be like $500,000 or like $750,000, which sounds like a lot, but as I'm sure you'll find out, it goes pretty quick. I gotta flip this plow. Why is this being stupid? There we go. So L1 square turns your plow. And you always want the front of the plow. It's like that first shovel along your previous row. And you see this thing, a literal pain in the butt to back up. I hate this thing sometimes. And this is why this tractor can be said, this is not the best tractor, because it's impossible to back up sometimes. We're going to drop the plow here because I'm done putzing around with it. Alright, we're going to come up here. And do some more plowing. You can see this bulb is probably a third of the way done, halfway done. While he's turning, we'll check on our other guys. 6, he's about same progress. 12 of them is done, which I'm wondering if he's gonna get hung up down here. But you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go around. If you follow my cursor, everywhere that's green is the stuff I need to plow, because the workers aren't gonna be able to get it. So all this area here, this area here, and this area here. And Siri's talking to me. Well, I didn't.
Sorry,
I don't want to talk to Siri. Alright, and we're off. The other thing too is if the person who makes the map, or like, it's almost like Call of Duty, like if you have the server, it's your server, and it's like that in Farm Simulator too. So like, let's say Quarry Fate has the server, all the profits from us farming will go to him. So it might be better if you guys want to play, if we make the server in one of your farms. That little patch is gonna tick me off here. What? Oh my gosh. Farm Simulator Rage. There we go. We'll get it this time. Get on this way. But if we put it in one of you guys' farms, it'll help you out more. That way, if you want just a map to mess around in and just buy a whole bunch of crap, you'll have a bunch of money. But you have to think about what kind of crops you want to farm, because different crops require different equipment. And some of them could be considered specialty. So that'd be something to keep in mind. And for all my other followers, I think what we're going to do is make a season 3 whenever I get my buddies on here to play. And that will probably encompass season 3. But if we do an upload, I'll just classify it as season 3 while we're still working on season 2. It's gonna be real screwy, but it'll make sense in the end. Down to 1 viewer. Well, thank you for sticking around here. I appreciate it. Happy you found the page. I hope you're enjoying the content. On a beautiful Tuesday of a quarantine. We're gonna spin this around. Lift plow. There we go. We're gonna turbo boosters. Whoa! The other thing too, like if you guys have questions and you're on your own personal map and you don't want to make it like a team map, I can screen share directly to you and I can show you on like my screen what you're trying to do. I guess that makes sense. But I think we're going to be ending the stream here in probably, about 10 minutes, because an hour is about long enough. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the stream and was able to learn and get an idea what they want to do within this game, because I mean it's pretty much an open book. You can do everything you want. Download different maps. You don't have to always be stuck on this Ravenport, which I enjoy this map. I don't know why people don't. I like how vanilla it is, I guess. Where's these other tractors? That tractor's working, that tractor's working. That's my tractor. We're missing a tractor. Someone isn't working. We're good. Alright. I think we'll... Oh, that tractor's coming up. I'm not gonna have time to go through. But maybe if I beat this guy down, I'll cut across to the right and come up the other side. If I'd just stick in one area, it'd probably go quicker, but you know, that's too easy. Yep, so I'm going to have a lot of off-camera work to do again. I had to work yesterday to get the seat up here and load the trailer up, but it's worth it. Do things kind of by the book for the most part. Well, if I can get these workers to take care of these fields for me, the extra area shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I missed another spot. I'll come down here. I don't think I showed you guys this area down here. This is what is really nice, like utilizing this part of the land. This is a pretty big spot. Able to ride horses in the game. Yes, actually you can. And the benefit of that is getting more value for your animal. So if you ride the horses, essentially what you're doing is training them. So what happens is you train horses, the more you ride them, the more you train them, the more value you get when you sell them. So don't get attached to your horses. Keep them in the back. Now I'm not too concerned about missing grass because I'm planting grass back in here anyway. But I want it to grow fuller. Yeah, I'm going to have me a Trojan horse, I think. Along with your stallion. But you'll kind of figure out, like, if you, especially starting out, if you have limited money, animals are kind of difficult to get into right away for following things by the book and not using any money mods. Which is like my video I showed. I think it was episode 8 or 9. It's like passive income. But if you want to get into everything right away, you want to use mods, which I'll show you how to download those if you want. And pretty much just go from there. Because starting out, you're probably gonna buy one tractor or a harvester to harvest a field that you kind of stole off probably some poor old man. Some sort of a trailer and either a tractor or a pickup truck to pull your grain cart. And then that will be like essentially like thing 1 on your list to do. And then if you want to get into animals, I'd say go into animals after you probably get at least $300,000 saved up. Because you're going to need money for the stable, which I believe the stable is $100,000. Oh, $50,000. And the big one's 95. So you can have 8 horses in that one, 16 in that one. But you also got to think you're going to get food and water for them. So that comes along with buying carts and water towers and possibly silos. And then for the future, when you go to replant your field, if you want to focus more on animals, try and plant the animals that, or plant the animals. Let's go put a cow in the ground. No, but put the crops in the ground that support your animals, so you don't have to buy food. Because that's what I'm doing on my fields 14, 15, and 16, right on my homestead. I'm going through and planting wheat because I know I can use that for both my cows' bedding, because they go through a lot of wheat and straw bales for bedding, and then I can feed my chickens. But I think this is probably as good as a place of ever, however that's said. I got it that one. To call it quits for the live stream. If you are watching this already recorded, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the page. Oh, I didn't see the tractor there. And and hit that bell notification so that every time I live stream and I post a video, you can see it and you're not being left out. We don't want to do that to anyone. Everyone needs to be involved with Farm Simulator 2019. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to somehow stop this broadcast. Broadcast setting on the air. Alright, only microphone audio is being broadcasted. Stop broadcast.